using the sum tool. So what is this tool? So normally SAP upgrade means SAP components update using spam and saint tool. That's we already discussed, right? Why again? There is different tool here. So spam and saint are the inbuilt SAP inbuilt tools, means they're transactional codes. So one or two components, so only few we can do it. But entire SAP system you want to upgrade, not only one or two, all the components you want to upgrade it using the to minimize the downtime. Also you have to so controlled way. You have to controlled way. You need to do the patching. So in that case, we can use the sum. Inside of the sum, there are some phases. Using the sum phases, we can control the downtime as well here. But when you are doing with the spam and send, so here we have the phases. At phases, so we have to complete each and every phase, and it will hang sometimes, right? So that will take longer time, right? SAP upgrades using so components upgrades. So here we want to do the upgrades, we want to add the additional packages, we want to do the kernels, we want to kernel also we can do it using the sum tool. One key tool that is called the sum tool. Sum is the software upgrade manager tool. Using this tool, we can do the SAP systems upgrade with controlled way and migrations, conversions, all those things we can do it here using the sum tool here. So this is the tool SAP introduced by alternative way of doing the upgrades using the some way. So spam and saint are there. You can components upgrades we can do it, but SAP so we if you use the sum tool, we can eliminate or we can reduce the downtime of the our SAP systems here. A controlled way we can manage the downtime timelines and everything here. So what is required here? How to download the sum tool? The mainly thing is here, sum tool is required. The stack.xml file is required. Then how to download the stack configuration file, how to download the patches, then how to calculate that here, then how to plan our upgrade, how to start the sum tool. There are the multiple steps are there in the sum tool here. So nowadays, every customer for every SAP system upgrades, we are using the sum tool, software upgrade manager tool here, right? So every interview, everywhere, if you go it, people will ask the so sum tool here, right? So then how to use this sum tool here? How to use this sum tool? How to use this sum tool here, right? So to use the sum tool here, first of all, so we have to generate the stack.xml file. We have to generate the stack.xml file here, right? Then all the patches we have to download it. Then we have to move all the patches to the application server level here. We have to move all the patches to the application server level here, right? So let me show you how to what to say are some preparation steps are there to perform this activity, the high level activity. This is the not regular activity here. This is the high level activity here. High level means the guys who are having the more experience on SAP. So who knows already spam and saint and SAP in and out. So they will do using the sum tool here. Why? Because there the some procedure is there to start the sum tool, to download the patches, to proceed with the upgrade. There are some procedures are there here in sum tool. Pre-work, pre-steps that we will call as the pre-steps here, that we will call it as the pre-steps here, right? Pre-steps. So what are those pre-steps here, right? What are the pre-steps we have to perform it here, right? The first of all, sum tool, we want to do with sum tool, first of all, so we need to generate the stack.xml file here. Before that, one of the step is like, so check if your system components are up to date or not. So in our system, in the service marketplace, our system component version in the SAP system status here, SAP system status here, and SAP system status, as well as our components are up to date. Our components are should be up to date here. If up to date, if not, then what we have to do, right? So components are up to date. Up to date means, so if not, we need to push the data from managed system to managed system RZ70, RZ70 to RZ70 to SLD, Solman SLD, 2 and LMDB 2 and LMDB 2 and service marketplace maintenance planner and explore systems here. So this is the navigation actually. In case of if your system components are up to date, that is fine. Where to check? In our system, in the service marketplace, we can check it out. In case that is not up to date, then we need to push the data from managed system to Solman. So SLD solution manager SLD, then solution manager SLD LMDB. This and all these two are called the solution manager. Okay, these two are called the solution manager. We need to push the data to the solution manager, right? Sometimes what happens in case if you don't have solution manager system. Solution manager system is the one of the monitoring system which will always monitor the our managed systems and everything here. Right? That's where solution monitoring here. Right? So here in case of you don't have solution manager, then log into the managed system. Managed system means our SAP systems. Then Saint transaction code. Then download the Saint transaction code, utilities, menu utilities. Then download the sysinfo.xml file. Sysinfo.xml file, we have to download it. So some customers, they don't have solution manager. In that case, we need to manually download the sysinfo.xml file from the service marketplace. So from the SAP system, you have to download and upload and download and upload into and download and upload into service marketplace maintenance and explore systems here, right? Download and upload into service marketplace maintenance planner explore systems here. This is the major steps here. These two steps, people will ask many questions by using these two steps here. So what are the first steps? To start with the sum tool, what you require? We need the stack configuration file is required. But if you need stack configuration file, first step, what you will check here? Here, we need to check our system components are up to date or not. Our system components means currently the SAP level, it is the 2, then same SAP level 2 should be maintained. SAP level, the 2 patch level should be maintained here, right? So these things are up to date. It should be up to date here. Those things we have to maintain. Those things we have to maintain in our SAP systems here. Those things we have to check, right? Those things we need to check in our SAP system side here. That is what. So we have to do it. That is what we have to do it in the systems. So let me show you. Let me start. So main thing is our system status components in the service marketplace in the maintenance planner components are up to date. In case of not up to date, means same version, same. It should be same, should be matching. If not matching, then in case of we have to perform this activity, right? If you tell this question, they will ask you, then it's not up to date, then what you will do? Then we need to push the data from solution. Even you don't have the solution manager, what you will do? If you don't have the solution manager, then so we need to perform these activities. In case of you don't have solution manager, then we have to perform these activities here. Like that, they may ask you the questions. Like that, they will ask you the questions here. Right? So once you got it here, once everything is done, go to the go to the service marketplace, go to the maintenance planner, then explore systems, then select your system here, select your system, select your system, then select your system here, then calculate the target patch level, target patch levels here, calculate the target patch level here. So go to maintenance plan or explore system, select your system and calculate the target patch level. Patch level means from which version to which version you are planning to upgrade. Calculate the target patch level and so download download the download the so stack.xml file and push the push the software files, push the software files to service marketplace. Push the software files to the service marketplace here. Push the software files to the service marketplace here. So this is what we have to do it here. Download the XML file and push the software files to the service marketplace here. So this is what we have to do it in the systems here, right? This is what we have to do it in the systems. Then once you download and everything is done, then we can start the SAP side activities. SAP side activities here. SAP side activities like, so first of all, before starting check the free space. Check the free space at SAP level. Free space at, so SAP level and DB level. SAP level means file system level and DB level free space should be required, right? So at least 20% or 20% free space is required. Current DB size 20% free space is required here, right? To copy the files and also the targets shadow system concept purpose. Here we can use the SAP level, DB level, we can use it here, right? Then check if any failed update records in the system, right? So how to check failed update records in the system? What is the transaction code?
SM13.
SM13.
Yeah. SM13, we can check the failed update records. If the records are failed, we need to process here. Also, we need to check if any, if any, if any, so unreleased TRs. So then also we need to check if any inactive objects in SEAT transaction code here. Also, we need to check if any failed, uh, if any failed uh, SM, so MCEX star queues, especially for the ECC systems. So these things will be exist here, right? MCEX queues will be so exist. It should be exist. It should be should not be any failed entries in the MCEX queues here, right? Also check if any transactional RFCs are failed. TRFCs failed in. Where can we check the transactional RFCs failed?
SM51.
Yes, right.
58.
58 transaction code here, right? So these are the three steps we have to perform before you start the sum tool here. Before you start the sum tool, these three steps we have to start it here. So SAP upgrades using the sum tool here, right? Check our system components. In our SAP system, there are some SAP components are there here, right? So these components are active or not, we need to check here. If we go to the SAP, so main thing is here, if we go to the SAP, so here if you see, here there is system status components here. Here system status components here. These component versions these component versions, and in the service marketplace component version should be match. It should be match here, right? So then only, this will work here, right? So then in case of that is not up to date, then what we can do? We can go to the systems RZ70, right? We can go to the systems and RZ70 here, right? So SLD related, SLD. So we can just to maintain the SLD details and everything, just click on the push the data. Just click on the push the data here. See, when you click on the push the data, so it will transfer the data to the SLD. It will transfer the data to the SLD system here. It will transfer the data to the SLD. So this FZ70 is the transaction code to push the our system details to the in the service marketplace here. So just go to the RZ70, push the data, then it will go to the Solmail SLD. From there, LMDB jobs will pick up automatically. It will send the data to the in this solution manager here. Just you need to push it here automatically. This is the flow. It will go to here. Sir, sometimes they may ask you like, sir, if you don't have the solution manager, what? Then manually log into the SAP system, right? Go to the Saint transaction code, manually log into the SAP system, go to the Saint transaction code here. Here, Saint transaction code, there is a so here you can see, let me, yeah, utilities generate sysinfo.xml file here. So we need to generate this sysinformation.xml file from service marketplace, right? See here, generated. So this sysinfo.xml file contains the software information, what softwares you have, and everything you have the information here. Sysinfo.xml file here that you have download from the Saint. In case of don't have solution manager, you don't have SLD also, then in this case, so this automatic flow, like, so this flow will not work, right? RZ72 in case of solution manager, this flow will not work. Then in that case, this flow you have to manage it here, right? So how to do it, I will show you, right? Go to the maintenance planner, select your system, which system you want to do the upgrade, calculate the target patch levels, then download the stack XML file and push the files to so download manager, push the files for downloading, for downloads, for we have to push the files for download, for download manager is the one of the small tool which we can use it to download all the files here. Then we have to check the free space, this and all the things we know, right? Everybody SAP system we can log in and we can perform it here. The mainly thing is the SAP side, service marketplace side activities are so important here, right? So that we will see it here now. Right? So these activities are no. Why? Because so we normally use the transaction code to check all those things here, right? So that one we'll check now here. Okay. So before checking,